I've been involved in soccer my whole life. It's all I did growing up. Probably around my U16 year, I decided to start refereeing. It was just a side gig. You go play a game and then ref one or two here and there. I was hoping to play college, but with a number of injuries that didn't really work out. And then when I moved up to Seattle for college, I started to take refereeing more seriously. Washington's one of the top referee states in Region 4 and in the US. What I think is really good about the Washington referee program is a sense of community. We don't try to restrict access to training. Everyone can get the training. We have a lot of events for everybody, and we bring in really good instructors, so we have really good access to people. The English Premier League referees actually flew over. We've had FIFA referees come in. We have our ex-FIFA Sandy Hunt who comes down to help us with training. It's a great networking opportunity too. You meet people of all different careers, doctors and scientists, and it brings you into part of the Washington community. When you start refereeing, you become a grade 8 referee. That's like your recreational youth referee. And then at that point you can do continuing education to become a grade 7 referee, and so that's your adult referee. Your 6 is your state referee. That says you can pretty much do any level of the semi-professional games in Washington. I'm a grade 6. And then you have your grade 5, and so that's your national candidate. And then your grades 3 and 4 are like your national referee, and 1 and 2 are like your FIFAs. Our biggest issue is retaining the referees, especially youth referees, mostly due to parents or coaches giving them a lot of grief during the games. I'm on the Seattle referee board, and my role is mentoring and development of new referees. So this is a problem I pretty much deal with all the time. Because our youth referees or our newer referees are being chased away, we now have a shortage of referees at the higher level. What happens is they turn 16 and they realize that, wow, instead of getting yelled at, I can go do this other job that's indoors and people don't yell at me. And so you've got college semi-pro referees, and you have U10, U11 referees, and nobody in the middle, because the referees who normally would follow that chain of development, we're losing them before they even get a chance to do those higher level games. And so then as an assigner, we face the choice of, do we put nobody on that game, or do we put somebody who's underqualified? When I played or when I watched a game, I used to be like, yeah, like this referee doesn't know what they're doing, like that was a terrible call. But then you get out there and you see that exact same play, and all of a sudden there's a million other things going through your mind. How many times has this player done that? Is it fall too easily? Did they exaggerate it? Like, is this an appropriate foul for this spot on the field? I've already carded this player, and if I call this foul, am I going to need to card them again? Should that be something my AR calls? There's just so many more things you have to think about than other than just, hey, this player tripped that player. We want the game we have for you to go smoothly. We want to do it right. We want to do well. And when we mess up, we think about it. You know, we might be sitting at home later that night and thinking, man, if only I had done this. And so while you're yelling at us and reminding us that we got it wrong, it's also in our heads too. You can't go back and change your mind and say, you know what, that call 5 minutes ago, that was right. You're right. Let me go ahead and reset the game and start over from that point. That's really not an option. And I completely get it. It's so frustrating to watch a game and see the referee mess up a big call. They cost you the game. I get it, that's really frustrating, but there's more constructive ways to communicate that than to yell at the referee. If you don't have a referee, you're not going to have the game. It's as simple as that. And I think all parents, players, and coaches realize that. They just don't realize the extent to which that's true. The only way to really fix that problem would be to change the idea that referees need to be perfect. You don't tell the player who missed the game-winning shot, you suck, don't come back. They're just never going to come back. And so that's what happens is the referee messes up, then they're getting told you suck, we don't want to see you anymore, and so they don't come back. The talking to the referee in a constructive manner, that's going to help keep the referee involved and to help the coach's frustration. On the other hand, there's always assigners and there's referee feedback systems, so if the coach really does have an issue, rather than taking it on the referee, which no one works good under negative pressure, that'll tell the referee community, hey, we should be working with this referee more. I think what motivates me to keep refereeing is just having a real passion for the game, and then the sense of community that comes with the refereeing in Washington. It's always nice to work with people that you like or the people that you're familiar with. You have a similar style of calling the game. Some of my best friends are referees now because simply we see each other so often. Eventually I would like to be able to become a national referee, and I would love to go and take refereeing as far as possible. Hi, my name is Saya McGee and I am Washington Youth Soccer.